Mr. Justice Rishikesh Roy, my esteemed brother and sister judges, Sri R. Venkataramani, Attorney General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, Solicitor General of India, Mr. Kapil Sibal, President, Supreme Court Bar Association, Ms. Rachna Srivastava, Vice President, Supreme Court Bar Association, Sri Vikrant Yadav, Secretary, Supreme Court Bar Association, members of the Bar, registry officials. Justice Rishikesh Roy is a unique judge. The reason it is difficult to capture what Justice Rishikesh Roy means to all of us because of his multifaceted personality. In our profession, there is a pattern which emerges. Years of practice and the time on the bench tend to shape us into institutional archetypes or lightly put cookie cutter versions. But Justice Roy has always been different, bringing his own vibrant personality into the bench while being nothing short of outstanding in his work. When we look at the doyens of the profession, we often think they are born for it. But the reality is how Thomas Edison had put it, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Justice Roy is one of those rare personalities whose genius extends beyond their profession. While we are lucky to have Justice Roy, the judge, he would have been equally successful as Justice Roy, the actor, a quizmaster, and perhaps in today's world, a stand-up comedian. I do not say this lightly. The stories of it, wit and humor, are legendary. I can at least say that he deserves the almost perfectly timed one-liner. For instance, I remember how during the screening of the movie Lapata Ladies at the Supreme Court, Justice Roy had quipped about the finding the Lapata gentlemen as well. Justice Roy's diverse pursuit poured into judicial wisdom, which is reflected on the bench. He is without doubt one of the sharpest minds this court has seen. He is extremely meticulous with his preparation, a quality I myself witnessed while sharing the dais with him. Justice Roy's compassionate judicial approach reminds us that each case before the court represents real people with hopes, struggles, and aspirations. Through respectful treatment of both litigants and juniors, he has shown how court can maintain their authority without losing sight of how individual lives are impacted. Justice Roy ensures that younger members of the bar are put at ease and recognized for their efforts. He makes it a point to ask counsel's name in every matter, a gesture which has motivated young members of the bar. I especially want to highlight his commitment to establishing alternate dispute resolution as a viable path in India, along with his remarkable foresight in identifying the challenges involved. He dissented in the case of NN Global, where he reasons in his scholarly judgment why non-stamping of an arbitration agreement would not render it non-existent or unenforceable. This position was subsequently affirmed by 7 judges' bench of this court. Across his judicial career, he had guided judges and lawyers alike in realizing the true potential of the ADR for reducing the pendency in our courts. In a profession where time always seems to fall short against never-ending demands of the office, he mastered the art of making every moment count. Even during his travels, Justice Roy used to make productive use of his journeys to advance the court work. Justice Roy's invaluable contribution as a judge extends beyond the bench. In his deliberations, Justice Roy brings a distinctive perspective to the table. Like a sage advisor and a counsel, He offers perfect balance of thoughts, insights, and practical suggestions. His genuine concern for people and issues that affect them gave him an ability to offer meaningful output and forge lasting relationships wherever he goes. In the morning today, during the ceremonial bench, Justice Sanjiv Kumar spoke about his friendship and how he came to know Justice Roy and how he, by sending him letters and communications, continued that friendship, though they were in different courts. Justice Roy swears by his love for theatre, a passion he shares with those around him, often encouraging his law clerks and interns to attend plays. He is also a trivia buff, a ferocious leader, and has served as a president of the Guwahati Music Society. In short, he knows everything about everything. The fact is that he has so many hobbies is quite something, but I marvel one more: his knack of cleverly weaving them into the work. Other speakers have spoken about Shako, the bridge, and Apne Abnaji, a film that addresses racial prejudice. Justice Roy was the producer of the film Apne Abnaji. This also makes him perhaps the only Supreme Court judge with IMDb credit to his name. Justice Roy has had a remarkable ability to make law relatable to the youth. At an ADR conference last October, while he was the keynote speaker, he managed to explain concepts of arbitration, referencing tennis, Roger Federer, Sachin Tendulkar, and even The Devil Wears Parda. From Shakespeare to comedian George Carlin, his judgments also carry much surprise element, a breath of fresh air from the usual legalese. As the time comes to demit office, after 5.5 years at the Supreme Court of India, his family, his wife, Chandna Sinha, Roy, his daughter Kajri, and Shariti would finally have to share him without his paper books. He would also have the luxury to visit his hometown, Guwahati, more often. But I would like to remind everyone that Justice Roy is as much a Delhi boy as a Guwahati native. It was Delhi that he joined the bar before shifting his base. The city nooks and corners are just as home to him as the lush green landscapes of Assam. While Court 4 will certainly feel your absence, we look forward to seeing you don various other hats, surrounded by art, culture, laughter, and golf. Thank you.
Thank you, Malan.